CM Punk's net worth is $8 million. What is the net worth of CM Punk? All Elite Wrestling has signed CM Punk as a professional wrestler and mixed martial arts pundit. CM Punk has an estimated net worth of $8 million. He is best remembered for his time in the WWE, when he won many belts and reigned as WWE Champion for 434 days. He spent 4 years fighting in the Ultimate Fighting Championship after retiring from the WWE in 2014, before returning to wrestling with the All Elite Wrestling banner. Early years and the start of a career. Philip Jack Brooks, as CM Punk, was born on October 26, 1978, in Chicago, Illinois, to an engineer father and a housewife mother. He grew up in Lockport and attended Lockport Township High School. Brooks has 5 brothers and sisters. He embraced a straight-edge lifestyle at a young age as a result of his father's alcoholism, which he would retain throughout his adult life. Brooks got his first taste of wrestling in the backyard wrestling organization Lunatic Wrestling Federation in the mid to late 1990s alongside his buddies and brother Mike. When he joined the Chick Magnets tag team with CM Venom, he adopted the ring moniker CM Punk. Brooks enrolled at Chicago's Steel Dominion Wrestling School after leaving the federation. He quickly rose through the ranks of independent wrestling, eventually becoming the International Wrestling Cartel Heavyweight Champion in 2002. Total Non-Stop Action Wrestling in Ring of Honor. Punk joined the Ring of Honor company in 2002 and made his debut in the Ring at Raw All-Star Extravaganza. Punk won the Raw Tag Team Championship twice with Colt Cabana as he progressed through the ranks of the company. When he defeated Austin Aries at Death Before Dishonor 3 in June 2005, Punk became the Raw World Champion. Punk joined the promotion NWA, Total Non-Stop Action while still wrestling for Ring of Honor, where he was partnered with Julio Drinero. Officials, on the other hand, didn't think the two were living up to their responsibilities as villains in the storyline they were given. Following a disagreement with authorities over his ability to compete in Raw while also participating in TNA, Punk left TNA in March 2004. WWE. Punk was sent to Ohio Valley Wrestling, a WWE developmental territory, in 2005. After defeating Ken Doane, he became the OVW Television Champion shortly after. Punk won the OVW Heavyweight Championship the next year after defeating Brent Albright. He went on to defend the title against Johnny Jeter and Ken Kennedy, among others. He went on to win the OVW Southern Tag Team Championship with Seth Skyfire later in the year. Punk won the WWE Championship twice and the World Heavyweight Championship 3 times during his initial tenure with the WWE, which ran from 2005 until 2014. He also won the ECW World Heavyweight Championship and the Intercontinental Championship. He also won the World Tag Team Championship, making him the 19th Triple Crown champion in WWE history and the fastest performer to do so. Punk holds the distinction of being the only person to win Money in the Bank 2 years in a row. The 2011 Slammy Award for Superstar of the Year is one of his many industry accolades. Brooks left professional wrestling in 2014 after becoming disillusioned with the WWE. He returns to All Elite Wrestling in August 2021, making his debut at the First Dance event on Rampage. Following that, he faced and defeated Darby Allin at All Out. Commentary on the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Punk signed with the Ultimate Fighting Championship after retiring from professional wrestling to pursue a career in mixed martial arts. He made his professional debut as a welterweight at UFC 203 in 2016, losing by submission to Mickey Gall. He then lost his second fight to Mike Jackson by unanimous decision at UFC 225 in 2018, which was reversed 3 years later when Jackson tested positive for marijuana. After this fight in 2018, Punk was released from the UFC. Punk joined the Cage Fury Fighting Championships as a pundit in November of 2018. In addition, he began working as an analyst for Fox Sports 1's WWE Backstage. Persona in wrestling. Brooks' wrestling persona of CM Punk, which he has utilized throughout his professional career, has always been depicted as combative, loud, and rebellious yet abstemious, all of which are traits that Brooks' real-life personality shares. He was also notorious for displaying blatantly anti-establishment opinions in public. Punk also adorned his body with a slew of tattoos, many of which became emblems and mantras connected with his professional identity. A Pepsi globe, the slogans "Straight Edge" and "Drug Free," and the Cobra Command emblem are among his tattoos. Personal life and professional career in film. Brooks married April Mendez, better known by her ring name AJ Lee, in 2014. Brooks began acting in films at the end of the decade. In 2019, he played a former felon who buys a bizarre old house in the Chicago suburbs in the horror thriller Girl on the Third Floor. Brooks also had a supporting role in another horror film that year, Rabid, an adaptation of David Cronenberg's namesake film. Later, he starred in the horror film Jacob's Wife, which premiered at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas in 2021.